All right, Tony. You know what's really cool? 3 things that are cool.
What's
The United
cool,
States
Ryan?
Marine Corps,
Yes.
little kids,
Yes.
because they're fun, and toys.
Absolutely.
What can you do to put those 3 things together to tell our viewers something really cool?
Yeah. So every year, we do the Toys for Tots drive. We love it, right? Again, these toys actually end up going directly to the kids. So what we do is we put some boxes out and we collect toys, and that's what you can do. It doesn't necessarily have to be with Unique Computing Solutions. You can drop them off at any Toys to Tots facility. But the greatest thing about it is everything that you donate to this actually ends up in a little kid's hands at Christmas.
And, Christmas is a time for giving, and I know, Tony, you chose Toys for Tots a while back for us to do, and It's been probably one of the most fulfilling things that we do during the Christmas time for people in this area. So, and I do want to thank the Marine Corps and Toys for Tots and everything that they do.
Yeah, and in addition, if any of my customers have, Toys for Tots type of thing, I always donate to them. So, if you're a customer or if you're somebody in the community and you want me to donate gifts, just let me know. I'll go to the store. I love buying them and I donate them.
And there'll be a link for you guys how to find us to drop them off or other drop-off locations, because please, you don't have to just bring them to us. Just take them to any, because these kids do need it. Thank you.
Yeah, and again, on a personal note, when I was very young, there's times when we didn't actually get gifts. So, we got gifts sometimes from our church and from other people. So a very long time ago. I mean, I'm pretty old now, but we didn't always have gifts at home. So it's a great opportunity for you to help a family that whatever reason, it doesn't matter why they're struggling. It's not the kid's fault or the child's fault, and they would love to get a gift from you. And we would really appreciate it. We'll pick it up. You can drop it off here. You can pick it up. You can ship it to us. Whatever it takes. If you want to give to Toys for Tots, we'll help you get it.
That's right. Every kid deserves a Christmas present.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening.
This is the Business Owners IT Podcast with Anthony Gerasch and Ryan Carter, where tomorrow's technology meets today's conversations.
Hi, I'm Tony Gerasch.
And I'm Ryan Carter, and this is the Business Owners IT Podcast.
A podcast where we discuss tips, tricks, and solutions for businesses involving all things tech.
All right, so a little quick housekeeping because the comments are going crazy here on YouTube for us. We have switched to a bi-weekly format, so every 2 weeks, you'll start seeing from us again. John will put the episodes out when they're coming again, in the bottom taglines, all that fun stuff. So here we go. In today's news here, we're going to talk a little bit about AI productivity. Anthropic, the AI company behind Claude, recently uncovered what is believed to be the first large-scale cyber espionage campaign largely executed by AI. So Anthropic is, they do Claude. They're a big AI company. Claude's a great AI. We've used it for coding and all that. But so basically what happened is they found that there were some Chinese hackers using Claude to do a fully AI, what do I want to say, Tony?
Autonomous attack.
Yes, autonomous attack against tech firms, financial institutions, chemical manufacturers, and all that stuff. But, it's crazy, isn't it, Tony? What do you think as soon as you start hearing this?
Well, so I read this article and, took some time to think about it. And, they use the AI in a way that, was weaponized, right? It appears that the Chinese have, targeted about 30 U.S. companies or organizations. And, the use of AI, it's like anything, right? It can be weaponized as well. And, they try to put in these things to stop it from being weaponized as they figure it out. But you can, it's a large language model. So sometimes depending on how you ask the question, right, might be able to get results that it normally wouldn't put out. So in this attack, right, they bypassed it because they said they were doing defensive testing. So, they were, I could say, hey, I'm the CEO or I'm the chief information officer for Unique Computing Solutions. And I want to test, do some defensive testing against my customers. I list out my customers, and the AI says, okay, yeah, we can help you with that. So the same thing, even internally, right? As you think about it, right? So let's say we get, you have some internal programmers, right? They could use AI internally too, to, ask it to write, a reverse script or a reverse door into your systems, right? It was funny the other day. I asked something about QuickBooks. We get into this too, right? And this is where AI is, right? It's trying to predict what you're thinking. So we had a problem internally with QuickBooks, remember? And just a day ago.
No, never.
But I asked AI, how do I completely remove QuickBooks? And it plugged out all this stuff, everything I need to do. In the past, we would just do it manually. Next thing it says, hey, would you like me to write you a power script to do this? Yep. And next thing you know, you have a script to do something like that.
Did it work?
I didn't do it. I did it manually.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because I couldn't get past Threat Locker. So I would have had to go through all that, right? So I could have wrote the script, right? Now I got to go to Threat Locker. I got to open it up. I got to allow it.
So, according to the Chinese hackers, we could use prompt injection and ask it how to get past Threat Locker because I'm testing something for my defenses.
Yeah, you probably could, right? Yeah.
Now, in Anthropic's defense, in this article from Mobile World Live, they did put the guardrails in place now so that you can't do that type of prompt injection. So that attack has been closed up, or that attack vector has been closed up. But it's things to look out for.
Yeah, right. And I think it says in here that 80 to 90% of the attack was completed before it was discovered. And you got to think about it. They have very powerful compute. Mm-hmm. So it's not like your server or your computer where, sometimes if there's a ransomware attack or something like that, it's kind of slow moving. It happens and it happens fast, but it's not happening instantaneously, right? In the case of this, it's like the compute's so powerful that it can just do, millions of transactions, millions of transactions. So, thousands of requests per second is what it says, but you think about 1,000, think about a minute, that's 60,000 transaction. 2 minutes, that's 120,000. It's exponential.
You see me doing the math in my head? My eyes went up like,
So, and then they talked also about AI, like it said here, it was fully automated. So meaning that, it was working by itself. It's kind of like, I set it and let it go and see what happens.
Yeah, and it got a pretty good attack in there. But I guess it's good that we caught it. But it's things we've talked about in other episodes and stuff. But, as a business owner, maybe I'm not looking for a defense-driven attack against me, but what are some of the things that could happen against my company or Tony?
Yeah, so things that could happen against your company, right? So, you're writing these things, whether it be software or whatever that's doing things, right? It could be used in a way to steal your data. It could be used in a way to hide, and not know, not know who's doing it. There's all kinds of things that can happen.
The biggest one too is writing phishing emails. You can really automate that now with AI. And we had that episode, I don't remember it, John, recently, where I hacked my brother. And I used AI for all of that to write the phishing emails and learn how to use the tools that I use to crack the code, I guess.
Yeah.
And hack my brother.
Yep. And there's also the use of AI to where you can change what people are wearing, or you can change where people are. You can do these deep fakes. I think I just heard something about an actor, and I don't remember which actor it was, but he's like he wants to go after people who are using AI to do deep fakes as him, because he feels that his voice and his is him. It's his, that's what he sells, right? He sells his voice, he sells his acting, and he doesn't feel like people should be able to do these deep fakes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A good example was I was telling these guys before, my brother was at a casino and he had a Bears shirt on, and they changed it to a Packers shirt, and then they posted it on social media. Everybody got a kick out of it. But just think, you could be walking, in a mall, somebody take a picture of you and use it in a different way, not funny, but put something on your shirt or something that doesn't really represent who you are, right? And then you have to defend and say, no, that's not me. But what I can see it, everybody thinks because you can see it, it's real.
Yeah. I watched a video the other day of a lion attacking a guy on his front porch, and my whole family thought it was real until I found that the same company made another one of the bear attacking the same guy on his porch. So I sent it to them, and I go, this guy has bad luck.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and you're seeing a lot of AI videos that look real. I mean, I seen one where recently where an alligator had a hold of a dog or something, and chimpanzees whacking the thing on the head. I'm like, yeah, right. So it's like they're doing these things that are really, just imagine redoing Jaws in AI.
Yeah. Right?
You're going to need a bigger boat.
A lot bigger boat.
You're going to need a lot bigger boat. But yeah, it's just, it's a cool tool, guys. And we use it all the time, but it can also be weaponized.
And, again, we've talked in, just to bring it kind of back full circle, we've talked in other episodes, we usually talk about Microsoft and Copilot a lot because we kind of a Microsoft shop. But, some of the things I want to say is like with that is that, we standardized on it. So that's what we'll use internally as a company so that we know that's what we're using. And then we can put the guardrails on it. We can use other tools from Microsoft like Purview to use the data loss prevention or not allow people to do certain things. Try to figure out to make sure that they're not doing prompt injection to find our different files. So, I mean, there are things you can do as a company. And the first thing I would say, tip of the week, is standardize on something and allow that as your company. If you're going to do AI, allow that tool. Now, if you want to switch tools later on, that's fine. Learn about it and then switch. But I would standardize on something that you could, put the guardrails on and mitigate and make sure that you have insight into what your employees are doing with it.
Yeah, and so one of the things after I read this article in preparation for this to talk about it for the business owners is we probably, even us as a consulting firm or as a managed service provider, we probably need to start auditing, what AI tools are being used, not only at our customers and internally.
Yes.
Right now, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what AI tools are being used at the customers. And what AI tools are being used here. We kind of have an idea. We have a lot of stuff in place to stop something bad from happening, but we don't know what they're using.
No.
And then, there's probably going to be a tool here in the future or something, another cybersecurity tool, that just focuses on, detecting the use of AI internally. I mean, you don't know, it's because it's not a program. It's all web based, so it's not like you're installing something, right? And you don't want to block. You don't want to block everything. You want to make sure that it's what they're using is good.
Yeah.
I guess,
And you as a business owner need to learn what you can and can't do. I don't know if you have to hire a consultant like us to tell you what it does, what it doesn't do, so that your staff can be trained on what they should be doing with these tools and not doing with these tools and looking up and creating and all of that.
Yeah, I mean, I think that we're in an era now where, I mean, AI is not going to go away.
No.
Just like, the .com era. I mean, websites and all that stuff that we have today is not going to go away. But I think there'll be some big players. I think that you're going to see, as the dust settles in the next 5 to 10 years, there's going to be some big players and then a whole bunch of little players. I mean, it's the same thing like social media, right? Mm-hmm. You got some real big players, your Facebook, your Instagram, and then you got a bunch of small players, right? And it's going to level out. And same thing with search engines, right? You got your Googles, you got all these search engines, but, there's clear leaders in that space. But until then, we have to just watch and think about what we're doing.
Yeah. Yep, that sounds great. I do want a quick thank you. I didn't do it in the beginning, but Mobile World Live is where I got the article from that we talked about this. So just to give them a quick shout out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and if you have comments, I know there probably isn't room, but you go ahead and if you have any comments or suggestions or anything, drop it down there in the comment section.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, I'd like to thank everybody for joining into the podcast, and we hope to see you next week.
Hope to see you in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Oh yeah, 2 weeks. Sorry guys, 2 weeks.
Thank you.
Yeah, the cadence was a little bit much, but sounds good.
Unique Computing Solutions. Your IT challenges solved.